Dude, this is good music to groove to, I'm not gonna lie. It's not bad music to groove to. It's not bad music to groove to. Apologies for suddenly no stream yesterday. I was all set up to do a stream yesterday, and then it turned out a group presentation that we had made. Hell yeah. We had made a group presentation with my group at school, and it turns out we had done the presentation completely incorrectly. It's good luck that I was looking at it, and then I was like, let me check the guidelines for this assignment real quick. And I'm like, this is not at all what we're supposed to do, guys. So suddenly we had to redo it all, and that's why yesterday was suddenly no stream. Apologies. But we're back at it again, back on the saddle, with Apollo Just Ice. And first case was kind of a doozy. You know, he was giving me a bit of the heebie-jeebies. The mentor guy that we ended up sending to. By the way, I mean, of course, you know, spoilers for case 1, but you're along for the ride. You know what's up. But the mentor that we had, he turned out to be a baddie. Turned out to have killed a guy, and we found him out during the first trial. And so now Phoenix was all like, yeah, Gavin, Christoph Gavin. And so Phoenix was all like, wanna come work for me? And I was all like, well, I guess. I mean, I am kind of out of a job, and I did send my last boss to jail. So that's not gonna look great on a resume, you know, when they're like, oh, and who can we call for references? And I'm really like, you can call penitentiary at this number, you know, that's not gonna really work great. Phoenix was like, you're gonna come work for me? And I'm like, apparently he's a little disreputable these days, but sure. Turnabout Corner. Investigation day 1. Investigation day 1. In case you forgot, we're doing investigation and it is day 1. How you been? How's life? See, this font is still there. This font is still good. Ooh. Spokes of a wheel? Bicycle? As long as we draw breath, the wheel of fate turns. Oh. No, that's definitely bicycle wheels, though. Oh, or it's a little cart. Oh, it's a little vendor. Spinning big crimes and little crimes together. And when the wheel stops... 3D? You die. Damn. This game is a little grittier, huh? June 15th, 9:12 a.m. This is the last mainline game. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not gonna do the Ace Attorney Professor Layton game right now as part of this stream, this marathon. But it's definitely in my back pocket if y'all are good. If you behave. Yeah, 2 months have passed since Mr. Gavin's arrest. My first trial, and I lost both my mentor and my job. Yeah, I'll admit it. I was screwed. This has a little bit of like a noir vibe. Time to be a brat. Do you not like that game? But even when I hit bottom, I told myself I'd never come here. Honest. The Ace Attorney? The legendary Wright & Co. law offices. Why does it look like this now? I'm just joking around. Okay, Justice. Time to stop trembling. Ah, you must be here for the interview. Right this way. Her. Hello there. You found the right place. Welcome. She's got puns. I respect it. What's with this girl? Magician, right? She's got, you know, the cards, the little deck vibe to her, all the suits over there, the cups, the wand, the things. Looks like I'm imagining probably a parental figure in this thing here. Dude, wait, I had a little magic set as a kid that was like this little guillotine trick. You put your finger through it and you go, and it doesn't cut it because the blade at the last minute goes like that. Begin what? Right, first things first. Any special talents? Am I joining a circus troupe? Yes, well, you must have at least one. Well, I guess defending? Defending? An unusual talent, but it'll do. It'll be important later. Yeah, I figured. Don't worry, I figured. She's on the cover. With a little jazzing up, of course. Let's give it a go, shall we? Go ahead. Show me. Defend. Just give it all you've got. Don't hold back now. Why does she keep like bouncing around? That's so confusing. It's so distracting. Yeah. I hope, don't tell me, but I hope we see Maya. Like, what happened to Maya, man? Where's she at? First person, a professional can perform anywhere. Thanks. We want people to be laughing with us, not at us. Thanks, but I'm not sure why they should be laughing at all. What? No, she's not dead. Come on. In our hearts. What exactly do you think you came here to do? What, defend? No? She is alive. Okay, good. But do you know where you are? The Wright & Co. law offices, right? Oh, I was afraid of that. Don't worry, you're not the first. Yeah, what is going on? Who are you? I came here to meet with the person in charge. Well, you've apparently made no fewer than 2 mistakes. I had a call from Mr. Wright this morning. Go read the sign up front again. Look, it says right there. Oh. Why does it say Wright Talent Agency? Does he, like, represent people? Welcome to the Wright Talent Agency, where you've always come to the right place. I'm Trucy. Trucy? Your name is Trucy? I am so sorry, girl. Not even Trudy. Like, Trudy is a pretty bad name, you know? No disrespect to all my Gertrudes out there. You know? But Trudy is still, you know, it still rolls off the tongue better than Trucy. Trucy. I'm Trucy Wright, CEO. I'm a magician. The trial, that girl. Yeah. Trucy. Okay. Pick a card, any card. The daughter. Dude, she's so cute here. Look at her. Aw. She's a truth seer. She gonna have to, like, instead of a Magatama, for her, it's like, pick a card, any card. You picked this card, you're guilty. Yeah. From magic to the piano. Even your defense. Call now. Even your... That's such a bad poster. So, what's your name? Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Ooh, the icons are very fun. The icons are very fun. I like this. Examine. What's with all the magic tricks? Strange split box leers at me from the wall. Yeah, do not spoil. It says right on the top. No spoilers. It's one of those boxes for cutting people in half? That's right. This cabinet is used for an illusion called the zigzag. Why is one just sitting here in your office? Oh, it's a little big for me, you see. So I'm using it as furniture. You know, it works. Hats in the tops, shirts in the middle, pants down below. Oh, do you get changed? Do you live here? A nice touch, don't you? It's not too bad, no. Guillotine. What's with the spaghetti? What's with the spaghetti? Whoa, that fork is floating. not. Why do you have a plate of plastic spaghetti here? That right there is the whole reason I became a magician. That is? I saw a plate just like that in a restaurant once. The floating fork looked so real. That's when I knew. Someday I'd make magic more amazing than that spaghetti. Wow, that's your backstory, huh? That's crazy, girl. Can I present? Wait, hang on. Present. Oh, I've seen one of those before. That's an attorney's badge. Looks just like the one Daddy used to have. It's weird to think Phoenix is a daddy. I take this badge and do this and this. See, it's gone. We'll give it back. What'd you do with my badge? No need to worry. What, check behind your ear? Just look in your pocket. No way, my pocket. Liar. And here's your badge. You can have it back now. Yeah, that's a little scary. All right, let's talk with a talent agency. So is my talent being a defense attorney? Am I part of a circus troupe where I am just a guy with a 9 to 5? Is this really a talent agency? You bet. Daddy started it 7 years ago when he quit law. Of course, we only have 2 people signed up right now. Trucy Wright, magician extraordinaire. Done a lot of stage shows, paid too. Okay, good. I'm a professional. Wait, is she in my court record now? She is. She is 15. You get paid at 15? Apparently the daughter of Phoenix Wright. Ain't no way. Because 3315 means you would have had her at 18. So it just about works out, all things considered. Right. Promise you'll come to one of my shows, okay? Let's see. Oh, and the other person our agency represents is Phoenix Wright, pianist extraordinaire. Didn't he say he couldn't play the piano? Our agency doesn't see that as a problem. Well, yeah, isn't his ability playing poker? At least you're optimistic, I'll give you that. So you're your Phoenix Wright's daughter? Yeah, explain that to me. After Daddy quit law 7 years ago, I promised I would keep him fed. So I'm kind of his sugar daddy. Okay. No. I'm in charge of this whole office, too. Pretty amazing for a young lass of 15, wouldn't you agree? How old is Mr. Wright? He's 33 this year. Good explanation. Must be. About Mr. Wright giving up law. That incident 7 years ago. I hate the plot device where it's like that thing, you know, he who shall not be named type shit. You know about that? Not the details. I remember the news, though. It was a big deal. Damn, I was too young to understand what was going on. I'll ask Daddy about it next time I get a chance. He gave me a call this morning to come in. He's in the hospital. He's on strict bed rest until he gets better. Better from what? Which hospital is Mr. Wright in? I'll pay him a visit. Hickfield Clinic. Not the Hottie Clinic? Boo, 0 out of 10. I'll be going now and give this showbiz gig some thought, okay? Wait, I'll go with you. Okay. She's the new Maya. I get it. Okay. Steel Samurai? The tiny little piano and his grape juice. Hey! What's up, man? Hi, visitors, are ya? Are you the doctor? Yep. Dr. Hickfield's the name. Yes, sure, man. How old is this man? He looks exactly the same. Good morning, doctor. Oh, hi there, Trucy. Cute as ever. Is this Daddy's room? Oh, yeah. Something's gone for a morning checkup. Be back soon. How are you, Miss Trucy? Got any places you'd like examined? She's 15! The nurse was looking for you. Why, if it isn't the daddy of the cutest little thing in town. Guess I'll be off then. Later, Trucy. You perv. Good morning. Didn't expect you so soon, Apollo. Why are you out here? What happened? He's got a neck that makes it look like he is ripped. He's got a neck that makes it look like he is fucking strong. Who could have imagined it? Me, victim of a hit and run. Oh, he tried to swerve, I'll give him that. Picture me toss 30 feet through the 30 feet. Hat hit the telephone pole. Jesus. Thankfully, my only injury was a sprained ankle. Damn. They keep you on bed rest at the hospital for a sprained ankle? I just can't believe you have a daughter, Mr. Wright. And she's so big, not fat, but you know what I mean. Oh, Trucy's still a child. How many times do I have to remind you? I'm not a child anymore. You're 15. And you'll always be daddy's little baby girl to me, Trucy. Not buying it. Yeah, something you should know about Trucy. She's a magician. Yeah, she's told me. Not a mere stage magician. She's a genius. Aw, Daddy? You'll soon come to appreciate her talent. Okay, what the fuck are you talking about? You could just tell me things. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Apollo. So why'd you contact me? What could the right talent agency possibly want with me? No need to get prickly now. I didn't ask to get dragged in like this. Yeah, because I wasn't dragged in. I came of my own free will. Yeah, of course. Help, we're in big trouble here at the office. Big. Thought someone was dying. You don't think this is big trouble? I don't know. My talent agency represents only 2 people, and one of them is in the hospital. And the groceries. How do you normally pay this month's rent and groceries? It's a symbiotic relationship. When one of us falls, the other 2 must fall. Yeah, that's crazy. If Apollo here can't help you, you'll have to transfer to a new school. Again. They're guilt tripping me. I only just made friends. How could you do this to me? To us? Polly? Is my nickname Polly? Last Polly I knew was a parrot. How about you come work for us? We've got the perfect client for you already lined up. You get to defend in court, apparently. I'll hear what you have to say. Hook, line, and sinker. Now it's time to reel him in. Yeah. They're working me. They're working me good, man. So who's the client? Ah, yes. Here, take a look at the map and I'll explain. Okay. I was going through that Indochine. Past the join. Al dentes. Okay. Al dentes. I play piano there, of course. Of course. That's when it happened. Car sent me flying, nicked the telephone pole, and zoomed away. Creepy, huh? Hit and run. Hearing you tell the story like it was no big deal. Car sped off in this direction. Okay. So good luck. Who's my client? You wanted a client, didn't you? Well, I'm your client. Find the guy who knocked me into that telephone pole. I'm a defense attorney, not a detective. But Gumshoe? Gumshoe? Can we talk to Gumshoe? Is Gumshoe? Hey, Gumshoe? Gumshoe? I want to see 7 years on Gumshoe. He would be like 40 something at this point. 42-ish? Something like that? 42, 43? Oh, don't worry. Once you found the guy, I intend to sue him. And you can stick it to him in court. I'm not a prosecutor either. I'm sorry, but this is crazy. I'm going home. Hey, don't get so worked up. It was just a joke. He just loves jokes, you know? He's got weird jokes. Even the ones that aren't very funny, yeah. A real client should be stopping by the office anytime now. It's not like I have anything else to do. Yeah, I don't have a job. Shouldn't I get like a contract though if I'm gonna work for you? Do look into my accident too, would you? I marked the scene of the tragedy on this map. Right in front of People Park. He's gonna make me investigate this after. Oh, yeah, might as well. Alright. Is it Steel Samurai on the TV? What's that on TV? It looks like some sort of action hero show. Oh, I know that one. The Sniffling Samurai? Fucking things used to be better. The world has gone to shit. It's all gone to the fucking dogs. I hate it. Back in my day, his Booger Flicks attack is a big hit with the grade school crowd. What else is there to do when you're stuck in bed? Besides, the episodes will just keep piling up if I don't keep up. You buy the episodes? At least they're using CDs instead of VCRs now, so you know. That's the only time I get to watch and write up my reports. It's a long story, like a lot of things actually. You write reports? Swaying, spiraling stack of DVD cases. The Steel Samurai, the Nickel Samurai, the Pink Princess, the Zappy Samurai Electric Bugaboo. They're all children's action hero shows. This kid I know keeps sending them to me. Maya? Cody? Penny? I'm trying to think, like, who would he consider a kid? Huh, like a niece or nephew? Something like that. Maybe Pearl. Quite the collection. This kid's parents must be really generous with their allowance. Doesn't seem the type that kids would like. That's crazy, man. Alright, well, let's move. Actually, no, let's not move. Did you know I keep clicking the thing instead of presenting it. That's gonna take some getting used to. Looks strangely familiar. Could you not recognize an attorney's badge? It's been 7 years. I've forgotten a lot of things. Damn. This is crazy, man. I'm so worried for him. 10:05 a.m. We're early risers, huh? Hey. How long you planning on making me wait, eh? Good morning. Oh, you look like a character from ARMS, that ill-fated Nintendo Switch fighting game. That isn't there. There's one that they brought to Smash that has the same sort of theme going on, with like a noodle bowl and noodle hair. Hey there, Trucy doll. Sounds like, is that a harmonica you've got, or is that? Sounds like your pops had a bit of a rough spot, eh? All's well that ends well. Are you like al dente guy, or? This is our client? I guess so. This is that Paulo fellow, huh? Look at him there. Arms are crossed like, ready to fight. Yes, sir. You don't mean that literally, do you? Boss told you what I need, right? Don't let me down now. He didn't tell me anything. Defense? Your noodle half cooked? It's too late for defense. My castle's been stormed. My keep's been kept. My noodle stand's been stolen. Mr. Eldoon from the noodle stand. Mr. Eldoon. Okay, sure. No nicknames, please. And no, of course I don't know him. You new in these parts? You know the best noodles in town, Eldoon's Noodles. My noodles. Help me out here, Trucy doll. This is Guy Eldoon. Guy? His name is Guy Eldoon? Is he Noodle Guy? You can tell us what the problem is, Mr. Eldoon. It is a harmonica. Can confirm it is a harmonica. Anything for you, Trucy doll. Alright. First of all, I'm an attorney. Yeehaw, attaboy, way to flash him. Oh, Phoenix used to do that to my pops all the time. Your pops? Yep, he'd whip that bad boy out and say, put it on my tab, you know I'm good for it. With the attorney's badge? Why does Phoenix seem like he's kind of a scumbag? What happened, Phoenix? You're on a noodle stand, Mr. Eldoon. Guy Eldoon's the name, and noodles are my game. Okay, for sure. Quick secrets in the soup. I've been searching for this perfect soup for a year and a half. He's not home. He has an office. My family's been noodle men for generations. Got a lot of expectation on my shoulders. 15 fathers passing the noodle to 15 sons. But, okay. He may be kind of a bum now. But he's saying Phoenix used to flash the badge to his pops and be like, you know I'm good for it. But he gave up his badge 7 years ago. So at some point in between the end of the last case and very shortly after giving up the badge, he became a guy that would walk into a noodle shop and be like, hey, I'm good for it. What happened so quickly, man? I rebelled against my pops and picked another livelihood, but that didn't turn out so well. Were you a harmonica player? There was no denying it. Salty broth runs through these veins, boy. It was like destiny, you became what you are. Alright, destiny's the word. I fought it. But in the end, I was bound by the twisted noodle of fate. Last year, I started my noodle stand. Last year? It goes into... Okay. Yeah. Do not tell me anything that is remotely spoilery. 15th generation of Eldoon's noodles. Alright, tell me about Eldoon's noodles. Oh, yeah. You don't know the genius that are my noodles? Maybe you could serve me some noodles and then we can talk. I make them so salty. Why? They're saltier than salt. Is that good? And he's a regular at his noodle stand. He frequented my pop's stand back during his attorney days, too. Him and his assistant, Maya. Wish you could, Sonny. I think this is probably where the localization thing, right? Because instead of burgers in Japan, it's noodles, it's ramen, right? So it makes more sense that he would go there with the assistant, and it kind of tracks. Huh? Heck, I wish I could. Give anything for a bowl about now. It was stolen. My stand gone. It was last night. I was doing my rounds, blowing my whistle. Your harmonica. He even gets complaints. Nah, you're just trying to butter me up. Closed up my stand for the night and parked by the house. Then this morning, dark and early, it was gone. He's just playing his harmonica forlornly. Maractus Clinic. Come in for a consult today. Maractus. Maybe some bum carted it off? Just guessing here. I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too. You know it. Anyhow, that's the deal. Good luck. My noodle stand. Find it. And the day you bring my baby back is the day you feast on as many noodles as you want. Of course, I make it so hot and salty, 2 bowls kill a man. Then I'd really need defense. Yeah, that's what I'm a lawyer, not a detective. This is where I live. You drop by if you need any info. Okay, is it gonna be linked to the car? Did the car just go by and steal it also? Or just sort of take it by the hand? The hand? I did not mean take it by the hand. I was starting to yawn, and then I just finished the sentence quick. Noodle man, take me by the hand. Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you about too, Apollo. What's up? Listen to the lady's problem now. Don't be cruel. I lost something that last night. Something was stolen. Well, someone stole a pair of my panties? I'm looking for 15-year-old girl panties also? My panties, yeah. Right, panties. That's a crying shame, that. It is, Fruity Doll. I was alone in the office last night. I hung my panties out the window there to dry. When the thief came and took them, my favorite panties. I ran after him. Give those back, I shouted. Wait, this feels like a completely different game. What is going on? Why is it so different? That's certainly brave of you. But I lost them. Now those panties, I don't know what I'll do. Do you have no other panties to wear? At least the scene of the crime is convenient. It's right here. I'll be heading home now. Find my stand, or there's an empty bowl in your future, Paulo. But a bowl is most useful when it is empty. You'll help out Trucy Doll here too, you hear? I guess I will. We had no work yesterday, and now we have 3 cases. Yeah. First item on our list. Now, is it coincidence that they kind of make a line? Like, it you know, you'd have to... But it's like, bam, hit, bam, panties, bam, noodle cart. They kind of make a line. I mean, the noodle cart you can't see yet. And run. The second item. Yeah, okay, there we go. They make not quite a line, actually. There is a bit of an angle there. So maybe I'm just seeing things where there aren't. We stand to gain a bowl of salty noodles. The last request is mine. To find my stolen panties. Would you even want panties that had been stolen back? Like, would you even want to get them back? I don't know if I feel like just, you know, lost cause. I'll just, you know, I'll give you enough for like a pair. How much is it? It's like that one meme from, what is it, Arrested Development? It's some panties, Trucy. How much could they cost? $50? Aren't you enthusiastic? How could I not be? Let's crack these cases, you and me. Stolen panties, yeah. The panty raid. The Hickfield Clinic. Stand theft. Can I... Well... What this accident scene... Accident scene is gonna be the... Where the car hit him. Wow. What happened? According to the map, this is the place. Is this the entrance to the park? This looks more like private temple property thing. It's a mansion, yeah. There's a nice looking lady over there. Let's question her. Oh, there's the park. And, what's going on over there? Damn. She's shaped like a thumb. You want something? Husky voice. You want something? You must have a lot of money. Money sounds like something my son would call his friends. This is the Kitaki family mansion, little girl. You kid with the hair. You want something? Me? No, not a thing. Bye. We can't leave without questioning her. What if she knows something? Kitaki family? They're the biggest organized crime syndicate in town. She got a sword in her broom. If you're gonna ask something, ask it. If you're man enough. Yay. I think she maybe just doesn't know. I'm Plum. Plum Kitaki. Wife of the fourth head of the Kitaki family business. Friends call me Little Plum. I'm a little Apollo Justice. Yeah. Let's yap. Little Plum? That's a really cute name for someone so... Yeah? Whoa. How about you go through me when talking to her? Yeah. It's like a bit of a needless procedure. It seems pretty needful, actually. Oh, little girl, you should know, we're gangsters. That means you're the bad guys. Can you hear? Yeah. The bad guys. I like the sound of that. Takes a lot of hard work to protect the family fortune. Things aren't as easy as they used to be for those bad guys. Business is in a slump. What about the accident? There was supposedly a car accident here last night. Of course you wouldn't know anything about it. Sorry to bother you. I feel like she would. This post is cracked. The paint is all over the door. I think the paint is from, I guess, painting the murals outside. It's the same colors. You're talking about that man, aren't you? The one who flew 30 feet and just walked away. I should have known. One of our capos thought he'd make a great point man. In any case, it's been nothing but trouble. Been cleaning up his mess since morning. Yeah, this paint. What's up with that? It was around 9 last night. I heard a crashing noise. And found your father drowning in a sea of paint. You've my husband, the boss, to thank for that. Okay, he did. The car that hit your father knocked over this paint. Then turned the corner and sped away. So we're gonna probably be looking for a car that has a bit of paint on it. Yeah, I'm in the middle of repainting the wall. Why are you out here cleaning it up? What do you mean? I mean, aren't you a gangster? Don't you have any goons to do your dirty work for you? Damn, don't be such a stiff, lawyer boy. Suppose we gangsters do have a certain image. We're community-oriented gangsters, you see. Damn, they seem chill. Boss likes to give back to the people, see? I availed myself of the public facilities to get rid of all the garbage. Now, it's just the paint of the street to deal with. Yeah. Oh. She's looking at the park. She's pretty, but she has a story, you know? Oh, she's not here. Okay. Is it trash can we were gonna look at? It's a big trash can. Guess we could check it out. I'm gonna torn. Huh? What's going on? 2 pieces of garbage with paint. Slipper. The Maractus Clinic. Yeah. And a side view mirror from the car, presumably. I do. This could be from the car that hit Mr. Wright. Which do you want to take? We can only choose one? Let's take the slippers. Because they say Maractus Clinic on them. Court record. Slippers. Oh. Ooh, there's a little leaf. Bottom is covered with paint. Looks like a leaf was stuck to the bottom when the wearer stepped in some yellow paint. Oh. Who leaving their toesy woesies in here? Doesn't look like paint. Okay, Maractus Clinic. Apparently we can't do nothing about. Let's examine what the hell is going on in the background here. There's some trouble by the park gate. Bam, there's no entry to the park. Don't you tell me where I can't go, young fella. I always walk through this park on my way home. Get down from there, you'll hurt yourself. I'm a little more interested in this park. Let's go take a look. Yeah, they're not gonna let us. No, move along. Nothing to see. Okay, something absolutely happened. Why don't you kids go play someplace else? Something wrong? Detective Sky. Sky? Emma Sky? Lana Sky? Emma Sky! You don't have the little pin on you, but Phoenix has it on his cap now, so what's up with that? Why didn't you go into forensics? Hardly want to comment how people are dressed. These kids are? Curiosity seekers, ma'am. They claim to be lawyers. Run along and play someplace else. Emma, what happened to you? Or I might spill something on that pretty face of yours. One of those of experimental hydroxy acetylunodose trace. Acetylunodose trace. Uno dos trace. Doesn't sound good. Let's go, Trucy. Try to keep out the riffraff, if you would. Riffraff? Oh, we asked that nice woman across the street. Yeah. Cha-cha real smooth. Okay. What's going on with the park? What happened in the park across the street? Ah, yeah, quite the commotion. Chicago lightning, as the boss would say. Chicago lightning? Like gunshots? Yeah. Someone was killed. Strange circumstances, too. What a morning. Trouble everywhere. The park, the gate, even our house. Crime without honor, without remorse. Private matter. Want to hear about it? Okay, what's the private matter? Bloomers. Last night. Someone stole your bloomers? Me, little plump Kitaki. The victim of a panty snatcher. Another panty snatching. How's Polly? A little bewildered, as am I. I just met Emma Sky, though. That was pretty cool. Like I said, whoever did this is a hardened criminal. Wasn't you, was it? Of course not. Mercy. Heard word that panties have been disappearing lately, and the missing panties all have something in common. Find your bloomer still. Great, show me what you're made of. Okay. Oh. Do we need to find your panties also? Oh, welcome home, sweetie. Hello, mother. Oh, okay. She's a Kitaki, too. Here, our flyer. Write anything agency? Write anything agency? Yeah. Do you like the new flyer? This is our defense attorney, Mr. Apollo Justice. Drop by our office. We'll be waiting. How does she know we need an attorney? Well, how does she know she needs an attorney? I don't know. She seemed like she could use some help. Yeah, she's the heiress to a gangster dynasty. She doesn't need our help. Maybe she does. Let me examine, though, this friggin' paint mess. What a mess, yeah. And I'm left to clean up the mess. If you find whoever did this, bring the scoundrel by, would you? You can make them clean up their own mess. You're cute. Naive, but cute. When I find whoever did this, you can bet I'll be doing some cleaning. Damn. Nothing I dislike so much as a mess. I bet you do. Damn, she's a spooky lady. What a big house. Yeah, I like the fox. It's cute. It's pretty cute. That's our family crest from the old country. We're clever as the fox, and our teeth are sharp. You need a crest too, Apollo. How about the scales of justice or a lunar lander? Lunar lander, pretty cool. I was trying to look at the like cracked gate, but okay. Wait, can I present the slippers? You know anything about the clinic? Got no idea what you're talking about. Okay, well, at least that was pretty quick and painless. The Right Anything Agency, by the way. We are now. Do you know the stand theft? Save the Light. That's the name of the Steven Universe video game that I've always wanted to play, but it's not available anymore, I think. Would be Mr. Eldoon's house, silly. Can see a piece of evidence lying on the ground already. You mean a bowl? Police. What's with the sparkly entrance? Maractus Clinic. 3 shots for the price of 1. The slippers are from here. Oh, who snatched my panties? He ran into this clinic last night. Police car is here to find my panties. How would they know your panties are missing? Unless you told them. There's only one way to be sure. There you are, Sonny. What's up, guy? We just showed up. The longer you loaf around here, the saltier your victory bowl gets. Just remember that. Alright. Your stand, Eldoon's noodles. Passed down from father to son. Share of salt. Salt runs in the family, you might say. Your stand, Eldoon's noodles, was stolen. That wasn't just the stand that was stolen. Lost those wobbly wheels, my salt-crusted stew pod, my stained sign. There's a lot. Listen, when the 15-year-old girl was like, also, my panties were stolen, I was like, Ace Attorney, do we need to talk? Do we need to talk? And just lose a stand. I lost the legend. No one steals a legend and gets away with it on my watch. Let's find that legend, Apollo. Her personality is just one-to-one my personality, though. Are there any more details you could give me about the stand? You bet, sonny boy. It happened last night. I was blowing my whistle. Okay. Crying the town, I was. The smell of broth filled the streets, thick and salty. I got home, well, right before 10 p.m., I reckon. Washed my bowls and gave the wheels a squirt of grease, then I went inside. Early this morning, before the sun rose. Work starts early. Washed off on the salty shores of ruination that stand at my whole life in it. Nay, my whole being. All my soup stock, my noodles, my bowls, and my dreams. You keep your soup stock in your cart outside overnight? I left one bowl. If you don't find that stand today, I'll be forced to walk the streets peddling that bowl. My last bowl. That is pretty sad. I'm under enough pressure here as it is, yeah. That's where the thief who snaps my panties ran to. The clinic. They have to steal, making my loincloth, not some pretty girl's panties. She's 15. The garage, right. You don't think the thief lives here, do you? I wouldn't put it past that good-for-nothing doctor. Is it the hottie guy? So make sure to check out that garage. We will. Let's also do a bit of examining. Let's save the light. Save the light indeed. Alduin's house is practically in the dark here. Yeah, everything's gone wrong since they built this monstrosity. Broth needs sun or it rots. I don't know if that's how it works. Just want my customers to get food poisoning so they can turn a pretty profit. Maybe. Is this anything? No. Is new. It just says new. Think of that new as opposed to old. Ah, you like it? Make it myself, I did. Meant to write noodles, but I ran out of space. Lucky for me, it spells a word all by itself. Does it? New? Spruces up my image, it does. It just says no. Okay. Cha-cha real smooth. Do a quick examine. Check out the clinic. That doorway sure is sparkly. Looks more like a casino parlor than a hospital. Maybe they're on vacation. What's up with the police? I'd understand if there was an ambulance outside, but a police car? Sorry, miss. No going into the clinic today. Oh, no, nothing to see here. Move along. That's the exact same thing they said at the park. I need a little more info on this Maractus clinic. The garage. Oh, is that somewhere I can move to? Okay, it is. Cool. Let's ask about the clinic. He keeps saying let's go to the garage, so I'm feeling, guys, call me crazy. I think we gotta go to this garage. Shh. I think we gotta go check out the garage, but shh. You think something happened next door? There's a police car out front. Well, he gave someone food poisoning, I bet. Police car got here this morning. They wouldn't tell him anything, huh? Not that I was surprised much. That doctor works for the wrong crowd. It's just a matter of time before he got what was coming to him. Is it mafia related? Okay, let's move to the garagey. Apparently we can just go to the garage. Well. Dude, that gave me a spook. I'm not gonna lie, that spooked me. This is the place. This is where that panty snatcher ran. It's a step ladder. Oh my god, guys, it's a step ladder. Everyone get fucking ready. It's a step ladder. Clues like a pair of panties. You try not saying panties so many times? Yeah, maybe. Examine. Look, it's a folding ladder. Polly, that's called a step ladder? Come on. Step ladder? How is that different from a regular ladder then? It's a much more complex piece of machinery. It's like two ladders stuck together. Basically, it's a ladder, right? Wait, huh? You have to look past the form at the essence of the thing. Can we talk about something else? Damn! We won the argument? Cat. Hey, a kitty cat. Here, kitty. Oh. You do look kind of suspicious. His hair won't hurt you. That's okay, kitty cat. She won't make you disappear in her hat. You can't promise that. You cannot promise that, Apollo. There's something about this car. Well, okay, first of all, look at that. Mirror's been broken off. You aren't keeping a clue for me, are you? No, because I picked the slippers instead of... I picked the slippers instead of the rear view mirror. I gotta go back to the park and swap them out, I guess. Well, first of all, panties in the muffler? Let's write a record of a case Mr. Wright worked on many years ago. A muffler in a muffler. Apparently, there was this car with a piece of cloth shoved into the tailpipe. The piece of cloth turned out to be a vital clue to solving the case. Yeah. Whenever I'm checking out a car, and I always check the tailpipe. Wouldn't it be funny if... Hey, there's something in there. Wait a second, are these your... Are they? They are! Already? Okay. Oh, thank you, Apollo. You're a genius. Do you want to keep those, though? No, I'm serious. I'm really impressed. They have hearts on them. No, that's... No, actually, yeah. I could see that. I could see that. The panties. My little panties, of course. My dainty little panties. These are not panties. These are friggin' undergarments, ma'am. You're gonna put them on now? Watch closely now. No. See, nothing in the panties. Ta-da. Where'd that come from? How'd that bowl get in your panties? This is a wild conversation. My panties are an extra dimensional space. Anything can fit in there. What are they saying? What is this? What is this? Phoenix, what's your daughter saying? Oh my god. My panties are an extra dimensional space. Anything can fit in there. They're my magic panties. It's one of my best tricks. No, I got you. Don't worry. They love them over the Wonder Bar. The Wonder Bar? Is that where they where they fix your iPhone if it breaks? I do shows there nightly. I mean, those panties are a prop? You could have told me a little sooner. They love my panties at the Wonder Bra. Wait, that's a thing. That's one case closed. Wait, what? I just have her panties in my pocket now, huh? What are you saying? It's not to catch the sly devil that ran off with a tool of my trade. I guess. There's also a whole phone on the floor. That's a pretty cute phone. Someone dropped it beneath this tire. I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. Okay, it's got a little clock on it too. That's weird having a clock on a phone, right? Because wouldn't it like... Let's go to the Kitaki mansion. Let's slide. Examine. Trash can. Let's trade it. Yeah, and then let's go compare it to that car. Feels good to be playing another proper Ace Attorney game after so long. After so long investigating. The music begins to go. Yeah. You smile like you know something I don't. You don't remember the bright fucking green rear view mirror we picked up 10 seconds ago? Let's see. Show evidence. Present. Whoa, your take that needs some work, boy. He went, take that! Wow, it's the same color, size, and everything. A perfect match. Yeah, look at this, Apollo. Doesn't this go on a car? Cords of steel every morning, so true. Looks like we've just solved a case. Sitting right in front of us, yep. But the pro and professional, Apollo. What is it? Now that we've solved this case, we should go report to Daddy. In the hospital. Oh, I still have it on me, okay. So I can't... let's go to the agency. And let's go to the Hickfield Clinic. Report to Phoenix Rito. Maybe he's gone for an examination. Might take some time. Daddy always loves his examinations. Okay, what kind? Cross examinations? Or why don't we come back later? Yeah, let's. She said, let's report to Daddy. And I said, yeah, okay. Like a fool, like an idiot. Kentucky Mansion. Nothing. Slide. Wait, can I present the rearview mirror to you? Found who this mirror belongs to. Oh, you're tougher than you look. Spit it out. Who was it? Where do they live? I just forgot. I remember, Apollo. It was the Maractus Clinic. Maractus, huh? What's up? No, pay me no mind, and thanks for the info. Can we talk about Maractus? No. You know anything about this telephone? Okay, at least when I get it. Do you know anything about the panties? No, you don't. Okay, slide. Nothing with this guy. Okay, let's move. Eldoon's house. Let's talk. Nothing. Let's present. We got the panties. Get cracking on that case. Okay. You know anything about this telephone? You know anything about this rearview mirror? No. Okay. We already checked. We couldn't talk to you. Move. Let's go back to the mansion. Let's slide. Let's examine the trash can. Should I swap? Don't mind me. I'll be... Oh, okay. I guess I can't swap them again. So what's with the slippers then? I just don't get those? That's crazy. Okay. So definitely what I need to do now is there's something in the background that I need to examine. Because I've presented everything to everyone relevant, basically. So I'm going to do a bit of background examining here. Police car, the garage, which apparently we could get into even though the policeman was just right there. 3 shots for the price of 1. Oh, now's our chance, Apollo. I don't need any shots, thank you. Whoever runs this clinic, they seem pretty business-minded. She was like, time to get our shots. Honestly, admirable, though. This house is... it's old. It's been well-loved, that's for sure. Lived here with my wife for many years now. It's got character, though. Just like my soup. Uh-huh. Dog. Look, a doggy. Good boy. Good boy, Salty. Yep, sure does. Name's Spoon. And it's a she, by the way. Spoon doesn't seem so lively. She did her bowl of salty broth this morning, that's why. Poor little thing. Tarp and a bowl. Is this yours, Mr. Eldoon? Hey, there's the heart and soul of Eldoon's noodles. The bowl absorbs my salty soup. Pretty soon it's gonna taste just like the noodles. All my other bowls got taken away with my stand. Get it back for me, sonny boy. Okay, bowl added. Decorated with the noodle mascot. Right there, that's where I kept my stand, covered all nice and pretty with that blue tarp. No, but it does suggest the thief knew what he or she was looking for. You have to wander around forever. I feel like by the end of the original trilogy, it was all telegraphed enough that it didn't happen very much. Like examining things in the background wasn't so much of a thing at the end of the original trilogy. Not bad at all. Everything you needed to examine was like, you know, big red glowing outline around it. Is the willpower's one? Yeah. Looks like the oil drum is connected to that sink over there. Because it's like you are in the it has so much of like those like nested locations. You can only go from one end to the studio to the other end of the studio by traveling the whole studio. And then it's like you have to go inside of the dressing room and then leave it and then go back in, and then Sal is in there, and then you leave and you're talking to freaking D Vasquez, and then you're going back to Saul, and then fucking craziness. Collecting rainwater to do the dishes. Huh, environmentally conscious. I'm sure he finds the best water money can buy. Tastes his business, you know. Look at that sign over there. Eldunes only uses water from all natural sources. Oh, Eldune, what the hell are you up to? Let's present. But first, let me examine it. Where's the mascot? Aww. The Eldunes Noodles mascot. Mr. Salty. He's so cute. Don't have to think of it. Looks a lot like you, Apollo, especially the red parts. It's all the red parts. It's all red parts. It's also the bottom. Seems a shame to hide it on the bottom of the bowl. When I touched it, the paint flaked off. Buying the cheapest paint he could find with cold professional thrift. Yeah, must have. Can I wait? If I present it to you, what's that do? Buy the Mr. Salty logo. They come to the stand, they sit, they drink deep from that bowl, and when they see the bottom, their face looks just like Mr. Salty's. You can't ply a trade if you don't love the tools. Remember that. He has a thing for professionals, I guess. I'm gonna go back to the agency. Now that we've picked up the bowl, maybe that's what we were missing. Yeah, we just needed to pick up the bowl. Yo, how goes it? How you feel? Not bad, Trucy, not bad. It's good to have you young'uns on the case. Let's old Daddy-o get some well-deserved R&R. The elderly need their rest. We've cleared up most of the cases. Competent, capable. Tell me what you found out, if you want to. If I want to, okay. Certainly didn't expect you back this early. We're pretty good. Yeah, he found my panties so quick. Almost like he was the one who stole. Don't say that in front of your dad. You're gonna get me murdered. You have an interesting concept of praise. And? Did you find the mad driver who gave me that 30-foot toss? It was a doctor from the Maractus Clinic. Maractus, eh? I've heard of him. I feel like Phoenix keeps being the victim in all of these situations. He's like, it feels like he's steering me toward finding out certain things so that I, as a lawyer, can do things that he cannot, because he is not a lawyer anymore. Nothing good, mind you. That reminds me, a police car was parked outside the clinic. Yeah. Also, Emma Sky was around. Have you talked to her much? What is this Maractus Clinic anyway? All I've heard are the rumors. Clinic's been making good money in a bad way. He did get very crafty. Ties to organized crime. The Kentucky family of the fried chicken? Of fried chicken fame? The Kentucky family? The Kentucky family? Some injuries you can't take to a public hospital, see? They use the Maractus Clinic for their patch-up jobs. What about People Park? Looked like something had happened in that park. Dude, I could go for some fried chicken right now. This is what I get when I start streaming without having dinner first. They start talking about food and I go crazy. Like, why is it so... Okay, it isn't so. They just... Nice bear. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna start putting things in the background on the TV. Body was found there in unusual circumstances. Something more unusual than being dead? It's not our concern in any case. It's a dead body. Feels a little concerning. Should mukbang the streams. I should what? The streams? Damn. I don't want to do that though. I get tired of sleeping. Maybe I'll head down to this Maractus place. Hit him up for some reparations. A little legal action would do me some good. Dropping another burrito. Why are you so fixated on that, huh? Why are you so fixated on that? A man drops one burrito. One. We solved the case for your accident and found a missing article of clothing. My panties. Yes, yes, dear. Yes, yes. Your panties. That leaves the noodle stand. Feel free to drop in if you get stuck. I'd be happy to help with anything not involving money. Hello, pro bono. Okay. Let's go. Ooh. Oh, she did need an attorney, I guess. I can't quite figure out what her body shape is. Because she's got her hands crossed in front of her. She's got this little lace thing kind of hugging here. I'm like, is she just like wildly sort of tilted forward? The dress, it's a little weird figuring, I don't know, her body shape. Maybe it's just me. Yes. Something's the matter. You want our help, right? You've come to the right place. This way, please. Thank you. My name's Alita Tiala. Okay. I have a request. Request away. Something's been stolen? Your flyer. It says now defending, so I thought... You want me to defend you? Were you hit by a car? Did someone steal your stand? Or your panties? No. I'm not the client, actually. The client would be my fiancé, I suppose you'd call him. He was arrested this morning for murder. The park murder. Have you heard about what happened at the park? Vaguely. What's your story? You frequent the Kentucky Mansion, yes? Are you a member of their organization? Not yet. Okay, so he's the member. You see, I'm to be married next month to the boss's son. He's a gangster. Yeah, but the Kentuckys are locally responsible gangsters. Thought it'd be nice for a change. Quit my boring job, live the good gangster life. You know what? Hell yeah. Mrs. Kentucky? I like the sound of that. Murder in the Park. Best, top one first date. It's like Shakespeare in the Park, except you get to kill someone if they get a line wrong. I haven't been told all the details, but I do know a body was found in the park near the Kentucky Mansion. Apparently the victim was shot with a pistol, but I hear the circumstances of the shooting were rather unusual. What sort of person is your fiancé? His name's Walkie. Walkie Kataki. His name's Walkie? Dude. That's quite the photo. Dude, wait, he's got the bad badger, evil badger, whatever his name is. Is that like a wanted poster? Wanted for $10? That's a fucking banger t-shirt, man. I want that. Bad badger. I want that t-shirt. That's so cool. I know. Oh, he can be powerful and menacing, but so cute. He's the boss's only son. I'm a boss already of this agency. Okay. Crime boss son or not, I'll prove he's innocent. Prepared a letter of request. I know you need those. Okay, but yeah, let's go to the park, and then Emma Sky is gonna be like, whoa, whoa, where are you going? And we're gonna be like, whoa, whoa, where are you going? Let's go to the detention center. Did you hear about the panties? I hear she has panties. This guy looks fucking rough. My God, hang on a second. Look at this poor guy. What happened to his cheek? He's like, this man fucking... You bet he grinds his teeth. Bet he grinds his teeth in his sleep. He's got fucking jowls, this man. Holy. You haven't let him eat in 7 years. Yeah. Look at this. As happy as a clam in its shell. Well, I'm back in my environment. This is the place where the battle begins. Do you need something? The guard is talking to me? Holy shit. They truly are innovating with this game. I was hoping we could see Mr. Walkie-talkie. Okay. Guess we'll come back. We'll come back later. Don't I get to be there during questioning and be like, hey, well, what's with the motorcycle? Where have I seen a G theme like that? Isn't that in I think that was in his business? Apparently in an extremely touchy mood. Apparently. Dude, she looks cute though. Look, can't you find some other place to play? We're not playing, we're doing our job. Sir, I have a letter of request here. Hit request. Jesus. Excuse me, coming through. Huh? Mr. Gavin? I'm used to being inspected by the ladies. Mr. Gavin, so that's the G. But this is the first time I felt this way with a man. Is it like twins or something? One was a prosecutor, the other was an attorney. Ah, Fräulein. Fräulein? What is a sweet morsel like you doing in such a dismal place? Can I help? Yes. The policeman officer fellow here won't let us in. We even have a letter of request. Must be exhausted standing out here. I will take you to the scene of the crime. By your leave, officer. Yes, sir. Okay. This way, Fräulein. This way, Fräulein. Dude, am I going or what? Well, that's the noodle court. On that note, enjoy your investigation. That's the wind, Fräulein. I'll be writing on it. Okay, cute, for sure. What was that? Menu, ramen, rice ball. Fucking, you know, can't fault a guy for knowing what he likes. Oh, look, a corpse. It's just a mannequin. Sure got me. This thing? I'd ask exactly what it is you're doing here. Hey. How'd you kids get in here? This guy, well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Him again. Yeah, a glimmerous fop, always getting in my way. This scene is off limits. We have a letter of request. I'd recognize that handwriting anywhere. Scientific analysis says this was written by a little Tiala. 30 minutes? Jesus. What's up with the mannequin there? It's taking the place of the body, preserving the scene of the crime as it was found. The body was fucking like carrying the cart, I guess. Just pulling this, yeah, I guess. You're a defense attorney, are you? Detective Emma Sky. I'm in charge of this crime scene. How old is she right now? It was 15 game 1. So 16, 17 game 3. I think, was she 18 in Investigations 1 or Investigations 2 when we talked to her? Maybe. So tack 7 on top of that, 25? She is 25. Mood touchy. Why you touchy, Emma? She doesn't seem that happy about many things. Of course, you know how to stay out of the way. I always carry 2 pairs of handcuffs, just in case. What's up with you? Your story, yeah. Quiet, please. It's snack time. Fuck yeah. Holy shit, girl. Not making much progress here. Never seem to get a lucky break. Back after 9 years, and they won't give me the position I requested. Then I hear he gave up the defense attorney life. Ex-defense attorney. Phoenix. Detective Sky. Okay, we get nothing. Okay, got it. Should I... Do I have the pamphlet? Hang on, do I have the pamphlet? I don't. Sag. I can't present... You can't present profiles anymore, huh? Alright, well, I guess we're examining. Not messing with a crime scene. Oh, we need to investigate, yeah. That stand. That's Eldoon's stand for sure. We've solved the case of the missing stand. Everything is deeply connected. So what's... There's... this little spot on the floor. I don't know what it is. Investigations to be carried out by professionals scientifically. This little smug look is a little Von Karma-y. I don't like it on you. Agree on scientific analysis. Tell me something here is very suspicious. What we came here to find. The cart? Well, didn't we already check it out? The cart? Am I crazy? Present my attorney badge. Eating snacks, yes. Why is she such a bitch now? What happened, Emma? Present the panties. Alright. Does not even care about the panties. Alright, well, I guess we can go back and be like, I know where your card is. Scene of a crime. By the way. Mr. Eldoon. Hello? Hello? Too bad. Looks like we'll have to wait a little longer for that bowl. So sorry. Okay. Is the garage okay? Garage is okay. Eldoon is not here. This is exactly where I was just at. I'm stupid. It's not an Ace Attorney game unless you accidentally... Were the lights on before? I'm betting I've eaten better noodles. Probably. Okay. Write anything agency? Talk? No. Move? Is detention center good now? No. Go back to the agency. Move. Clinic, mansion, house. I guess we go to the clinic? Ah, you're back. Didn't you want to tell Daddy something? I'm fine, really. Yeah, they want me to defend someone for the murder in the park. No, no problem. Actually, I got a defense request. That is a problem. Problem? Why? I've given up the court. I'm not a lawyer anymore. It's not for you, it's for me. Oh, right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? Oh, man. Murder. What about this defense request? It's related to the murder in People Park, actually. Yeah, we found Mr. Aldoon's noodle stand at the scene of the crime. Did you know? That's unusual indeed. He knows more than he's letting on. Never heard of a noodle stand being used as a murder weapon. I mean, you don't know what the murder weapon was. There's a knife on the floor. What kind of detective wears a lab coat anyway? Emma Sky. You know her? You could say that. The Sky connection? Yeah, you saved her sister from taking a murder rap for a corrupt asshole. She did have to go to jail. No, it is nice for him to know things, but it is also not nice the way he's a bit of an asshole now, man. Why couldn't he just be, like, competent and nice? Why is it, like, nice and stupid or intelligent but evil? This was about 10 years ago. She was still a high school student at the time. About the same age as me? How old is Apollo? He's not 15 and practicing as an attorney. That other guy, Shining Prince on the motorcycle. Yeah. Tell me about this Prince of Trucy's. Indulge a concerned father. He looked just like Mr. Gavin. I guess he's Christoph Gavin's younger brother. We're acquaintances after a fashion. Clavier Gavin. Clavier? Clavier? Clavier, sure. Rock and roll god incarnate. What a lovely name. He's so dreamy. Trucy? No. What was he doing out there? What was he doing out there? Now, what was the problem? Yeah. Go to the office. Under the silk top hat, you'll find a bottle of white powder. Try taking that to this detective. Cocaine? Just take it to her. It'll be fine, you'll see. Oh, and tell her I said hi. You setting me up? Are you a cop? Because you have to tell me, otherwise it's entrapment. Silk top hat. Oh, fingerprint dusting kit. Oh, did he keep it? You know what this is? I remember finding some in Daddy's dresser when I was little. Thought it was sugar, so I licked it. He got mad at me. It's not cocaine, though. Kitaki Mansion. Slide. People Park. Present. Ah, yeah. Does this ring any bells? Is that? Where'd you get that? Brought it from the office. Work at the Wright & Co. law offices, yes? Sort of. Detective Sky, how do you know my daddy? Daddy? I'm sorry, who did you say you were? Trucy Wright, Phoenix Wright's daughter. Apparently. You seem shocked. Well, if you're Mr. Wright's daughter and you're his apprentice, then I'm available to help you any way I can. Damn. Connections, huh? Networking. Networking. This powder is used for detecting fingerprints. Guess you might call it a memento from the time I spent with Mr. Wright. White powder memories. Find any evidence with fingerprints on it, please let me know. We'll dust for prints. Fingerprinting, her #1 hobby. Report came in late last night. The body was found much as you see it now. Sort of just draped over this. Except it was a real body. I was a body pulling a noodle stand. If I knew the answer to that, I wouldn't still be here. Bullet wound to the temple. Oh, so the knife has nothing to do with it. Maybe the body was holding the knife and then dropped it. Not the easiest thing to come by in this day and age. Unless you're a cop or a gangster, yeah. Victim's name was Paul Maractus. Okay, okay. Just received the autopsy report. Oh, let's have it. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I clicked a little too fast. June 14th, after 10 p.m., single bullet to the right temple. Wait, hang on. 46. 10:15, bullet wound. Right temple, so he was shot from back there to here. It's enough to make me want to run off, pulling a mysterious noodle stand behind me. Tell her, yeah. About the Eldoon stand. I didn't come here to play games. Yeah, noodle stand's owner is... Why do I have to present it? Who's the old guy? He's the proprietor of Eldoon's Noodles, Mr. Eldon himself. Yeah, he's famous. Not bad. Guess Mr. Wright picked the right kids for the job. It does say Eldoon fucking big on it, so... I'm just saying. What sort of person was the victim, anyway? He was a doctor at the Maractus Clinic. Who, me? I'm just a supervisor for this crime scene. I was out of the country for a while. I came back to be a forensic scientist. But then they made you be a detective? They were just like, no, fuck it. Detective for you. I was studying in Europe. Forensic sciences, mind you. But when I got back here, they threw me in criminal affairs, just like that. Well, I suppose that was an option, but I had a lot of favors to repay to people back here. I was involved in an incident before I left. Mr. Wright and his people helped me out. I owed them. Yeah. Could you tell us a bit about the defendant? He's the only son of the Kitaki family, yes? Lucky Kitaki. I don't know if he is the boss's son, but he's certainly thrown his weight around. Violently, in the detention center. Yeah, why was he arrested? You're a defense attorney, aren't you? You're not his by any chance. Yeah, I am. We have a witness to the moment of the crime. Of course, there always is. The witness called the police. They'll be testifying during the trial tomorrow. Let's see. Apparently, he's the physician at a clinic in the area. Yeah, Paul Maractus. What's the pun? Palmeractus? Palmeractus? The Maractus Clinic, yeah. Oh, malpractice. Malpractice. Dude, this is like the freaking, what is it called? The minute cryptic thing. I can never figure those out, man. You've been to the clinic? Yeah, on a related issue. I see. Dr. Maractus stole the stand and pulled it all the way here. Don't ask me. Yeah, I don't know. Present. Attorney badge. Ah, an attorney's badge. Reminds me if Mr. Wright was still defending. Everything I have now is thanks to him. Help as many people as you can. That's your job. Something wrong? No, nothing. Felt inspired. Oh. Panties. I think you need more than just scientific help. Oh no. I brought out the panties and she said I need to go to jail, I think. Ask me anything you like. Just ask scientifically. Is this phone yours? Okay. It's not. Fingerprints on this? Okay. Car. Noodle stand. She cannot help. Okay. Well, what the fuck are you good for? Yoink. Something in the trash? Go ahead, knock yourself out. Is it the ladies' bloomers? Look, another pair of underwear. Yeah. You're a genius at finding panties. Wait, these aren't... They're not mine. Yeah, probably stolen. I saw those peeking out and I'm like, that's gotta be more panties. A shiv, to be precise. No, that's a knife. Defendant, walkie-talkie, is the son of known gangsters. The police are assuming this belongs to him. Look at this. There's a handprint on this shiv. Fingerprints. You've been here how long? You've been here all day? You didn't check this thing for fingerprints? First, choose the fingerprint you want to examine. Look closely at the handle. There's some that are better than others, right? That's right. Pick the one you want to analyze. Well, probably this one, if I had to say. Let's get detecting. And then blow on the microphone. And blow it off. You know how to whistle, don't you? Just whistle, but a little wider and without making the sound. Right, let's give it a shot. When you played this on the... I mean, I only played... Of the fingerprinting cases, I only played Rise from the Ashes. But did you cover, like, the whole screen of the DS when you did it? Because I did. I spent so long going, like, turning the whole screen white. Now to match the print. Police officer sample so you can tell whose finger this belongs to. Alright, let's match it up. But I did that with the emulators. Got it. Okay, it's not Emma. No. 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 Well... Fingerprints do belong to the defendant. The power of science, it's my life. She's sparkling. Yeah. Look sharp, spirits up. The real fight is yet to come. Now, I am not forgetting that there was some toe prints inside the slippers. Some nasty black toe prints. Visiting hours are almost over. Might as well go, yeah. Don't worry, it's like a right tradition, yeah. The world being against us, yeah. Let me... Oh, she's gone. I was gonna give her back her panties. I guess I can't. Let's go to the agency. Let's go to the detention center. What's up? Meeting hours for the day are all done. We still have 3 minutes? Father's talking in the private room with him. I mean, the suspect's father, Mr. Winfred Big Wins, Kitaki. Die you. You're the one on your way out, old... Oh, shit. They're here. Both? God damn. This guy radiates power. He kind of gives, that one manga that's about, like, an ex-Yakuza becoming a house husband. He kind of gives that energy. With a cute apron. Yep. You Walkie's lawyer? Yes, sir. Well, I'm Big Wins Kitaki, 4th head of the Kitaki family. Capiche? It is so fucking good. I came to speak to your son. Mr. Justice. A Please call me Apollo. Mr. Justice was my father. My son's innocent. He killed no one. If he were found guilty, it wouldn't be good. Capiche? I'm all about capiching. Capiche loud and clear. Gotta do more than just understand to make it. You'll learn, though. Even if the lesson comes at the end of your short life. What's the big idea, old man? You can't treat me like a kid no more. Not now. Okay, he's Garfield. He's Garfield. What's with this game and making the necks so fucking pronounced? They all look fucking like crazy. Phoenix has that too. Fucking crazy necks. I need to go to the clink. I like it here. You're walkie? G's not a G till he does hard time. Bazoy? Bazoy? When I get out of here, things will change. When I get out of here, there'll be carnage. Silence. Whoa. My apologies, Mr. Justice. He's usually such a nice boy. Can't take me under your wing this time, old man. You heard me. I don't need no trial. I did it. Don't let me down tomorrow. Trial starts tomorrow? Hoofa doofa. Yeah. Yes, we found your panties. I had fun, at least. Okay. Biggest mystery of all remains. Nah, biggest mystery is solved. We found her panties. Didn't you hear? How am I supposed to build a case for the trial? Can you actually tell me how old is Apollo right now? I almost forgot. It's time for my show. Then I'm performing at the Wonder Bar. You should come check it out. Okay, sure. How long have we been going? Oh, just 2 hours. Cool. Continue? Yes, please. I do like that they ask, though. Oh, we don't get to see the show? Mr. Wright's not here today. He said his old foot injury was acting up. Old injury? Didn't he just get the injury? He smiled when he said we'd be fine as long as you're there, Trucy. Okay, so... It's not that it's fine because I'm here. It's because we're fine because you're here, huh? Started my voice training at 5 this morning. I'll do some now. I want to see. Here. Okay. 22 or 23? Oh, okay. Oh, was he saying that Emma now is roughly how old Apollo is now? Got it. I thought he was saying Emma 10 years ago was how old Apollo is right now. And I was like, what? My name is Apollo Justice, and I'm fine. And I'm fine is crazy work. I'm fine. I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yo, sup? Give me the guilty verdict, G. See if I care. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. No. Don't be running your mouth like that in here. That's the difference between me and you, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Real G's can't keep it real till they spend some hard time in the pen. He does have no idea what he's... How old is he? 19? And you have a fiance? She's 21? Holy, man. Oh, this is the victim. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Died pulling the noodle stand. Damn. Who up pulling the noodle stand, huh? Looks like they've been voice training too, Apollo. Emma's older than him. Emma's 25. So, yeah. Trial starting, and I still haven't had a real talk. Can we talk? I guess we can't. Court is now in session. The way, like, we change main characters, but the judge is always here. I wonder... Maybe the judge is the main character. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready to rock and roll, her judge. It's him, the guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor. Long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. How old is he? 24. You know that little band I started in my free time? Thing is, we got real popular. Hard to say 9 to your fans when 3 of your singles go platinum, yeah? He is a real rock and roll star. Feared you might still be distraught over that one trial. Not to worry, her judge. I wouldn't miss this day in the court for the world. It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, yeah? How could I pass up a chance to see the true strength of the little boy who bested my brother? Bested? Your brother killed a guy, man. You may give your opening statements to the court. For that, I was thinking. Oh, he's whiffing. It doesn't even make a sound. He can't snap. He can't go like. Oh, I'm kind of not getting a clean one right now. Now I'm also looking like a fool. That's more like it. Is there in this courtroom not a bit serious? That is a court of law. That's no way to get the crowd jumping, our judge. This is a courtroom. This isn't a pool. This is a bathtub. Achtung. How do you pronounce this? Achtung. Today we play it my way. Sometimes you have to get on up in order to get down to prosecuting. The victim, Paul Maractus, director of the Maractus Clinic. The scene, People Park. He was found pulling a noodle stand. What in the world was a doctor doing pulling a noodle stand? You will only find that out by asking the defendant right here, right now. Because it's an undeniable truth, he shot the victim. Well, I like to imagine that everywhere outside of the Phoenix Wright microcosm, the world is normal. He just has this black hole event horizon thing going on. Where like, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. The moment you enter into his orbit, you cannot escape it, and it's a clown show, you know? If you are to glare at anyone, her justice, glare at the punk in the defendant's chair. His crime was witnessed quite clearly, you see. Franziska's from Germany, though. So? I bet she wasn't doing half the crazy shit she was doing until she came here and got involved. 9, not yet. There's a little matter to be cleared up. What is it, Prosecutor Gavin? The motive, or judge? Why did the little punk do it? Why did he kill the director of the Maractus Clinic? Yeah, the defendant doesn't have to explain that. Also, why are we assuming he did it? Why did the defendant specifically request to do so, as he did this morning? I want to give a shout out to all my homies, I believe he said. God, I've got a clown. I've got a whole clown I'm defending. Sounds like he got you good, huh, Polly? He got me pretty good. Court will now hear from the defendant concerning his motive in the crime. Okay, I'm about to cross-examine my own guy. Walkie, are you? I ain't your son, old man. You step to a Kataki, you best be prepared to step strong. Yeah, you step to a public official, you'd best be prepared to step into jail. That's a hard line. Walkie sure is guts. No, it's his brain I'm worried about. From the defendant himself. Testimony. I'll tell you one thing, that doctor was a quacker. Someone had to show him what's what. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He missed my op something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in, get another doc to patch me up. That was the day I done figured out. No OG is gonna let that pass. That's why I went to his pad that night. Know what I'm saying? You went to his pad. A lot of stuff goes down when you're keeping it real on the street. True that. Tell you one thing, that doc was whack. He is an absolutely sheltered kid, has never been in a fight. I'm calling it now. I mean, it's so obvious, but still. Never been in a fight. He's gonna start crying. I give it 20 minutes and he'll start crying. Because confrontation. I really like the little, you know, the two of them floating in like that. Uh-huh. What did he do? For what reason? Not what you might call a mark of honor. I had a little run-in with the Rivalis family. That's when I pulled a jack move. Ran into an ambush. G busted a cap right in me. And ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time by yourself. I was more than a match for those guys. Apparently he was shot in the heart. Trucy? But I never learned how to catch them with my heart. Don't try. Bullet stopped just short of my thumper, know what I'm saying? I would have been golden if it weren't for that whack, Doc. Can't even take out a stupid bullet. Okay. That ain't all of it, Holmes. He just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye. Okay. What do you think it means? It's whack, that's what. Okay, so malpractice, indeed. He's a liar straight up. Better G than me. Gotta go in, get another doc to patch me up again. This bullet is still... You know it, I can still feel it. Right there in my chest, pressing up against my heart. If there is actually a bullet in this man, I will eat I'll eat my dates. I'm a little hungry. Words are like a bullet shot straight into my heart. Or something to that effect? That's from one of our hit singles. Okay, shut the fuck up. Lord J-Man. We're no accident, that's for shizzle. Seems there were issues with this doctor. Putting him down was like doing the world a favor. Don't say that. Back straight. It was found during the family health checkup. That was the wackest thing of all. All of us G's lining up, taking eye exams and all that. Better to die young and fade away. Bazoy? Is Bazoy just like Bazinga? What's a relief? Did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, it could kill you. Yeah, our Dr. Maractus had knowledge concerning this ticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life. There is proof. Your checkup report. Urgent exam needed. How ironic, you would kill the one man capable of helping you. You're almost as careless as he was. Why are you laughing? Now that the place is hopping, let's get this gig started. We've had enough of a warm-up act, yeah? Yeah? Time to hear from the witness. He's suddenly like, oh, I could die? Damn. You'll tell us your name and occupation. My name is Wesley Stickler. Wesley? What the fuck is going on? His face is so long. And he's got such long eyelashes. What is this character? My occupation? I take it you mean some like private society at large and supports a livelihood, under which definition I must confess to being unemployed. But we must acknowledge the meaning of identity, which is commonly attached to this notion of occupation. Once we have accepted this reality, we see that our confusion is not gestalt per se, it derives instead from the vagueness inherent in all representations. That he's a student. Junior at Ivy University, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, in the Department of Science and Engineering. Oh, God. We are not all like this. I'm gonna tell you right now. We are not all like this. Filled with curiosity for all things, I spend my days in pursuit of truth. Yeah. Direct said curiosity to the case at hand today. What did you see? You ask quite simplistically what I saw. However, we must understand that Homo sapiens possess two eyes if it is designed to receive and interpret data, sending images in the form of signals to. Yeah, we are not all like this. That night, I passed through the park on my way home from shopping when I saw them. One man pulling a stand, the other man facing him. My motherfucker was watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand, he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. A shot. The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front, square in the forehead. Okay, present. I can say with 100% accuracy that there was not. Oh, murder weapon. Can we, oh, fingerprints were wiped. Okay. I was about to be like, ooh, fingerprints. Why are you staring like that at the witness? Can't help but feel I've seen him somewhere before. Oh, he's the panty snatcher for sure. He's the pervert panty snatcher. Forehead? Nuh-uh. That's all of it. I think I have a chance, yeah. So you relaxing, I see, Her Justice. Objection. We're doing it twice. This trial's not over yet. I trained my vocal cords, don't worry about it. Look at this. Is there a problem with the autopsy report? Alright, a problem. Yes, the problem is the location of the entry wound. I really hope he shapes up a little, you know, by game 2. I get that it's only his second ever case, but I hope he shapes up a little by game 2. Testify, the killer shot the victim square in the forehead, did you not? I have already determined your angle of inquiry. Allow me to explain. It is quite simple, really. First, understand that when I say square, I speak not of geometrical absolute. What I mean by this, for example, the diffraction of a meter is the wavelength of the light emitted by a krypton particle. By a krypton. This motherfucker. Mr. Justice? What's your objection to these krypton particle things? I'm obsessed with something big. I mean, there's a bigger, less nitpicky problem here. Oh my god, wait. It's in, baby. Just look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry wound. Right temple. And when I say temple, I do not mean a building or church of worship. I do mean a fucking part of the head. Dumbass. Isn't it? Dude. Come on. Have a little more confidence. Objection! Her Justice. Oh, Her Justice. Your tactics are outdated. Trying to shake the witness by objecting to trifles. It's just that, like, his head-on face just looks so, like, judgmental. And we also have this though. Your tactics are outdated. Trying to shake the witness by objecting to trifles. Surely you haven't forgotten the fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago. Not a trifle. Phoenix, right? Was it? No, the wound was in the wrong place according to this testimony. Hey, her forehead? Is that me or is that the student? Let us imagine you are walking through the park. You see two men facing each other, one with a pistol trained on the other. What would you do, her forehead? I would try to stop them. I'd probably shout, stop. Me? Well, I'd probably scream. What did you shout, I wonder? Thank you for jogging my memory. Sure, jogging memory. Sounds like an addendum to the testimony is required. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. Seize this at once, you too, I cried with composure. The victim turned in the direction of my voice and a shot rang out. Whereupon our cowardly killer, the defendant, appeared to have become frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. But if he tossed the pistol aside, who wiped the prints? Doesn't really matter now, unfortunately. Yeah. Stood here. You shouted, "Oh, stop, please," or something of this nature. The victim responded by looking in the witness's direction. We can see the bullet would have struck the right temple, as in the report. For sure, for sure. We may cross-examine the witness. Okay, I'm gonna go with the why are the fingerprints wiped ankle. I'm gonna press here. Didn't try to apprehend the criminal? Afraid I had the time. Killer was in a hurry. He fired the pistol, tossed it right away. Yeah. Fingerprints. Yeah, it is exactly what I thought. Okay, there's no new statement coming out. So we're just going to present the gun. Objection! Why the fingerprint's not on it? Wait a second. This isn't a pool. This is a bathtub. You're so beholden to your own mode of discourse, you can't see how it affects you. Wait a second. You say a second? Are we intended to wait just that? A single second? 1/60th of a minute? That's hardly enough time to draw a breath, let alone make a statement. We would already be through it if you would shut the fuck up. God, he's so annoying. I don't understand. You're objecting to the length of a second? Yeah, no. Here, just look at the pistol. It doesn't have a single fingerprint on it. Common ploy, made all the more common, I fear, by the prevalence of television. Are loath to leave fingerprints. You said the killer tossed the gun and ran. You didn't have the time to wipe the gun. Yeah. There's a song in there. I'm not little. And let's think like adults, shall we, Fräulein? What if the killer, the defendant, was wearing gloves? The knife on the scene had his fingerprints on it. Very clear about one thing. The fingerprints were wiped, which means some trace of prints remained. Contradicts your testimony. He wouldn't have time to write the pistol. I don't like his plump lips, man. They're so off-putting. That may be, but it does not change what I saw. The killer, the defendant, he threw down the murderous weapon from his hand and fled. This pistol was found in the scene of the crime, strongly suggesting this was the weapon he disposed of. So you didn't see the pistol? All is it that you dislike most? No. He's like his personality is run. He's also a panty thief. Do not get it twisted. Um uh he oh man. Ugh. The worst it's because it's not many, but I have come across, like when I was studying in my department, one or two people that were kind of like that. What gives, Apollo? Let's see that voice training go to work. No matter how much you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say. Yeah. When he restated what he saw, he said he saw, yeah, drop a murderous weapon. Yeah. He's just confused because a pistol was found at the scene. Must be hard to be so perfect, yet so wrong. He is... In what way is he perfect? While it is indeed true that once in my youth I wrote a love letter in my own blood that was seized by the teacher and posted on the blackboard. You wrote a love letter in your own blood? Hey, 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 hey. Oh god, he's not just a panty thief. He's a psychopath. He is the killer. Does the defense have anything to say about this? What he threw wasn't a pistol, then it had to be something else. The knife? A sword? Saw one of those on the late night movie just... on the late night movie last night. The knife was found at the scene of the crime with the defendant's prints on it. A single piece of evidence proves two important things. One, what the defendant threw wasn't a pistol. That the defendant wasn't wearing gloves. You're forgetting two other things you've just proven. One, that the man the witness saw was the defendant. Two, that the defendant was holding a knife with the intent of harming the victim. Yeah, well, that the defendant was holding a knife. That's all that is proven. Intent cannot be proven, my guy. And where is the knife wound on the body? This courtroom is of the opinion our witness is fond of making assumptions. I believe it would behoove us to hear about what really occurred with less assuming, please. Oh god, I just hate the way it's like, you know, the way it's so like a little plump, like Mark left the house on foot. Mark left the house on foot, and 5 minutes later, his brother left after him. How long would it take for Mark's brother to catch up to him, assuming that Mark never had to stop for a traffic light? That's what I said, assuming. As if that were a probable situation at all. Yet here you are assuming that my assumption is no better. Is that the witness will testify as to what happened after the shot was fired. Man. I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene, nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. I used my cell phone to call the police. Is it gonna be the pink cell phone? Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. He was, as you say, a killer. Of course, I could have run him down, yet what would he have done when cornered? Sadly, it takes more than an aptitude for solving quadratic equations to know that. Quadratic equations? You learn how to solve those when you're like 11, man. What are you talking about? Minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Is it b squared? Did the testimony earlier not prove the defendant's presence at the scene? And do we not also now know, holy shit, and do we not also now know that there was no one else there? Seems clear we have our killer. Well, if there was no one else there, could it not have been that guy? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let's talk about this cell phone. It can be said I have dabbled in medicine. The injury I've witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, tends to result in death. Ergo, there was no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, a perfect syllogism. A proof in 3 parts. Exquisite, simply exquisite. Oh god, this fucking pervert. Do I have anything about police arriving? 10:15, 10:45. No. You saw no one else. I stood in a state of heightened awareness. Anything could happen at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction. No one came. Nothing happened at all. I saw it all, which is to say, I saw nothing. It's not odd to think there would be few people around in the park. Let me review court record. Yeah, the mansion. This is where the park, where it happened. Mr. Wright's office. Aldoon's house. Yeah. Performing magic. Exhaust pipe. Who could have dropped it? I don't know. Fingerprints on this bad boy? No. What time does it have? It's kind of odd, though. You could just look at the phone itself. Yeah. What does that tell you? Doesn't think through the details. They did drop their phone. Okay, that doesn't really tell me much of anything. Pitt's car, the Maractus Clinic. Ooh, with a little splotch of paint on it for good measure. Fingerprint kit. Maractus autopsy. We already looked at that. Shiv found at the crime scene bearing Walkie's prints. Distinctive bloomers. Object found near heart. I'm going to start just pressing everything. Which way did the killer run? By that time, it was clear the killer had noticed me, and naturally, he ran in the opposite direction. Don't even think about pointing out he was going away from his home. All he had to do was loop back once he was out of sight. Yeah. You were certainly composed for someone who just witnessed the killing. Yeah, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood, not be so moved by a chemical discovery that one drops one's flask upon the lab room floor. Okay, we've pressed everything. Yeah. Back off. No. Maybe it is time to back off. Okay. If they're letting me back off, maybe I should back off. You didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing. The scroll wheel doesn't work. Yeah, let's back off. There's nothing fishy about the testimony, yeah. There are any number of ways to explain the lack of prints. Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves, which wiped the previous user's prints off. That sprite is so unflattering, man. I really don't like it on him. How unfortunate. Seems you weren't cut out to stand on the same stage as me. Where are you, her forehead? This court will now declare a verdict for the defendant. Nuh-uh. Who's Ekin? Oh. Trucy? Nobody move. Is that Phoenix? There'll be no verdict in this court. Not yet. One of the Kitakis? If you don't want to see me give the pretty little girl a new smile, do as I say. I joined the court for 20 minutes. For a judge, I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman. Recess 20 minutes, or I promise you, you'll regret it. Maybe it wasn't even Phoenix. Maybe she, maybe it's a whole magic trick. Bailiff, whack his pee-pee. TBC. Oh, and I just dropped the stinkiest save of the century. Oh no. And then they're like, keep going. And I'm like, shit, dude, okay. Trucy! Trucy? You move quick, Apollo. Good show, good show. Don't cry, Apollo. Those gut-for-nothing gangsters. There are some things you just don't do. Pressing charges. Or else... What the heck is that? This is one of my best tricks, the amazing Mr. Hat. You look marvelous, darling. He's a big hit on stage at the Wonder Bar. Yes, I'm a big hit. Ha ha ha. Well, what do you think? Do you like it? You can't do that. I'm pressing charges. Now's not the time to be threatening me. Why are we so morally gray now? Remember what you said to Walkie's father yesterday. What are you suggesting I do? Look, once the judge declares a verdict, it's all over. If I can use my talent to stop that from happening, I will. I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when the witness just isn't confident. I can perceive what he's feeling. Might not mean anything, but it's all we've got. Oh. And it's the kind of thing that I can also do. All the times there was a contradiction. I don't remember. Good thing I do. There were 2 times, yeah. He held. Just pointed at the man pulling the stand. Fled from the scene. Turned out he wasn't sure, and sure enough, there was a contradiction. He starts flipping the pages. Oh, is it the pinky up or what? What? Well, I could see it. I used to think Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker. That's crazy, dude. I always sat next to Daddy during big matches. I could see what his opponents were feeling. So she was like telling him, basically. That's how Mr. Right won all those games? Because of you? It's not cheating officially. I wasn't looking at their hands or anything. And I wasn't there all the time either. He's quite good for himself. Not good enough to go undefeated that long. You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony. Perceive the truth. Daddy said so. He said, you have the power, Apollo. You have the power. He's about to do the whole with the red bloodshot eye. It's gonna be okay as long as I'm here. Yeah. She did avoid one guilty verdict. Yeah, but we're kind of getting, you know, a little dirty with it. I knew you could do it all along. Oh, one more thing. Try to cover for Mr. Hat as best you can. I just flew him from the coast, and boy, are my arms tired. Cute. He kind of looks like Professor Layton. He's got the little tiny ears and the square face and the top hat. Court is now back in session. I'd like to say to the young lady standing next to you, Mr. Justice. Don't you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat? Don't worry about him. I settled that. He's gonna think I killed a guy. It was an out-of-court settlement. I believe it was nothing more than a passing dream. A fantastic illusion. Now you see it, now you don't. Am I right? Yeah, I think he is. Let us dispense with these niceties and get straight to the matter. One cross-examination. I forgot to ask something. I'll grant your request, however, but this court will not permit stalling for time. Perceive. Could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene, nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Is that the fiddling? So the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later. Okay, so it's they used the phone. This extra... yeah, that's the one. What's this? My bracelet? Your bracelet? What the fuck is going on, man? This is like the Magatama stuff, but like introduced so early and without context. It's wild. What's going on? My bracelet feels different somehow. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? My bracelet is trying to tell me something. Okay. Is this going to be something that I ever do organically? Or is it always going to be prompted like, no, when there's a contradiction, he does this. Perceive it, you know? And it's like, it's a mechanic, but not really. You're fiddling with the book. Called immediately after witnessing the murder. The police undoubtedly have a record of the call. Why not check with them? Yeah. Yeah, the habit that we talked about a minute ago, yes. But I know. It's my bracelet. It's different somehow. I can feel it reacting to something about the witness. Oh my god, there's an icon. But I have a feeling that trust in my bracelet is the way to go. Perceive. What's going on? His expression so clearly, it's filling my mind. That's a terrible thing. Look at the fucking... the puckered little lips. Oh god, I fucking hate his face so much. I'm sorry, why does he look like that? What's happening to me? This is what I meant by focusing. White boy takes Adderall for the first time. In this state, you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witness does. This is kind of freaking me out. Let's look for Mr. Stickler's Twitch. His habit. His Twitch. Twitch.tv slash Stickler Stem. Dr. Stickler. Professor Stickler. When he says something he's not sure of, he fiddles. Yeah. Your eyes are sort of bugging out. With your focus of attention down to the hand. You have to be looking at the right place. Ooh. There it is. Ready to perceive the truth behind the twitch. And watch for his habit. That's your signal to look closer, to perceive with R. I guarantee we'll be able to give him the royal flush. Don't worry, if you miss it, you can always try again. Perceive. What? Confirm? Gotcha! That's not it. Oh, it's like when he actively fiddles. Okay. Gotcha! Saw it just now. I could see it. Okay, this seems like actually it could be a bit more fun if you have to like pin down the exact time and like the exact spot. Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you a simpler question. What did you fiddle with the page of your book just now? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone. What are you talking about? Curious now about this cell phone of yours. Mind if I ask a few questions? Ask to see the phone. Please show me your cell phone. Why? Whatever for. Show me and you'll find out. Well, I can't. I don't have it, you see. Mr. Stickler, is this your cell phone? Where'd you get that? So was he driving the car? I mean, obviously, actually, Paul Maractus? Yeah, Paul Maractus couldn't have been driving it because he was pulling the cart. It would be crushed for sure. How strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand at this very moment? This cell phone was found yesterday in the Maractus Clinic garage. That's impossible. Oh, the animation's kind of bugging out. Can you see it on screen? On stream? Ish. I can see it very clearly. There's just a line here on a particular frame. That's kind of crazy that slipped through. You lied to the court, didn't you? If your cell phone is here, how could you have called the police? Well, there's nothing saying he lost it then. I didn't have my cell phone that night. Okay, well, he didn't. That is why it can be said that I called the police from a public payphone. Just where was this payphone located? Indicated with a startlingly high degree of accuracy? It was right around here. Yeah, it's a little far. Why did you lie? You didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone because it was found in the victim's garage. Mr. Stickler, you broke into the Maractus Clinic garage on the night of the murder. This cell phone tells all. Okay. That makes it sound like I snuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime. So I were trying to kill him. Oh, well, yes, but no. This line of reasoning has to be against the rules. Yes, it's true. I lost my cell phone. But you can't prove that I lost it that night. Yeah. It does raise considerable suspicions to a connection with the crime. What time is it on the clock of the thing? 9:30, right? Yeah. 9:40. 9:40. No, 9:30. 9:30 is correct. Which doesn't match up quite correctly. But it was found under the car, which means it had to have been dropped after the car parked there that night, not before. It's the phone itself, isn't it? Yeah. Prosecutor Gavin? No comment, her judge. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. I thought that was... Okay, do I need to present this then? I thought the phone says beneath a car. A side view mirror? Okay, apparently that's the right one. It doesn't feel like it's the right one. As it so happens, Dr. Maractus' car was in an accident that took place the night of the murder. Yeah. It happened a little after 9 p.m. just outside People Park. Dr. Maractus' car hit a pedestrian. From the absence of a mirror, it's clear the car was parked after the accident, which means it was parked there after 9 p.m. the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in that garage, then it would have been crushed. It was lying on the ground right under the wheel. Yep. Ergo, Mr. Stickler, the only time you could have dropped this in that garage was after 9 p.m. the night of the murder in the park. Got him good. You know what this means? You did break into the victim's garage that night. Are you naming the witness as a suspect? This is too much. This can't be happening. The prosecutor, say something. Okay, it is worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and Paul Maractus, other than this phone. Sure. Is the witness prepared? That's the face of guilt. We're about to nail him. We're about to nail him good. To the freaking wavy eyes. God, I hate everything about this man. I hate everything about this man. It's just, honestly, just an unfortunate face arrangement. How are you holding the book like that, dude? You look like a freaking... Ugh. I went to the supermarket. Must have dropped my cell phone on my way back. When I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all as clear as day. It was him. I saw the defendant at the scene. As you can see, my model cell phone has a defect. It is given to rolling. It's quite a pain. Okay, what? Yeah. A cross-examination, please. Didn't sense anything either, actually. My bracelet isn't sensing anything. The fuck is the bracelet got to do with anything? Oh, that's just always there now, huh? That's fun. Yes, I went to the supermarket. Let's talk about that. So you went shopping, which means you were holding a grocery bag when you witnessed the murder? Well, yes, of course. Prosecution has received no report of this domestic detail. No, I mean, yes, I did go shopping, really. I walked around the supermarket trying out the free samples. It's a deeply spiritual time for me. Okay. Store clerks would disagree. In any case, that night, I sampled to my heart's content and was on my way back home. On your way back. That's when you passed in front of the Maractus clinic. Why, yes, that's correct. Please show us the exact route you took. Of course. Okay. Supermarket is here along the main road. I went home from there. Takes me past the Maractus Clinic. What was I? I walked on, unaware of my loss. And I walked right into that fateful park. Which entrance? One might say I went from the entrance closest to the Maractus Clinic. Okay. Wheel marks from a noodle stand, for instance? No recollection, no. Though I might have missed the tracks, I could not miss what happened next. Saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all as clear as day. Press some about... Sure, the noodle stand. I have evidence about the noodle stand. Quite well, yes. For a student of the sciences, keen observation and healthy curiosity are vital. I remember everything. I could even read the sign. I believe it said... noodle. Yes, that was it. It does not say noodle. Very important. Because the defense has just obtained a vital piece of testimony. It is not that good. And they use rainwater, dude. You do not want to mess with that. Whatever sort of noodles that stand sells, I can't match up to IBU's cafeteria. Okay. But the cart says Eldoon, not noodle. You're absolutely sure the sign read noodle. Why, just last week, my professor offered me this praise. At least you have good eyesight, Stickler. I'll give you that. At least, yeah. It read without a doubt, noodle. Is that pity I see in your eyes? Yeah. Let's take a look at our map, shall we? When you saw the sign, you were standing right here. But for it to read noodle the other way around, you'd have to be reading it from here somehow. But I have to imagine there's an Eldoon sign on this side also. You think so? I'd like you to please take another look at the stand and carefully read what the sign says. Sign actually states the name of the stand's owner. Eldoons. Inconceivable! I'm certain it was definitely noodle for sure. Did you see it reflected somewhere? I wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. And he saw it right. He saw it mirrored somehow, but how? There's one spot from which the sign would be read the way Mr. Stickler claims. Noodle? I guess from this side? Right? From here? Or the... yeah, I guess. The witness was standing here on the opposite side. When viewed from the south, the sign of the stand reads Eldoons. Okay. I feel like that's something that only really works with Japanese characters, probably. This side says noodle. Name of the stand is split between the front and back signs. Oh. I see. I think that's a weird sort of not mistranslation, a weird way to make the probably mirrored characters make sense. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court. You witnessed the crime from the northern side of the park, not the south. A pretty advantageous position to put a bullet in someone's right head. What does it matter if he saw the killing from the north or the south? It puts a hole in the theory that he said something and they turned to him. He's right. Travel far enough to the south and you will end up going north. Viewed on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning. It does change everything. It's crazy that we have to have it fed to us like that. Man. Didn't you graduate law school? Killer and the victim? Yeah. Mr. Stickler shouts. At which point, the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol into his right temple. But if it was the other way around... we don't have to see it through like that. And he is by the bin where he would have dropped the panties, I assume. In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible. So now that we know that Mr. Stickler was standing on the northern side, the wound location takes an entirely different meaning. The entry wound was on the right side of the victim's head. Is the only place that would be accessible is from here. That's where the witness, Wesley Stickler, was standing. He was standing to the north. The only person here who could have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself. Oh, this... I just remembered that what this is like... the start of this music reminds me of Pokemon... a Pokemon battle. I think it might be like the... Sword and Shield gym battle theme or something like that. It was some Sword and Shield music, which is crazy because I haven't played Sword and Shield. But wow, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. Just flipped this whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out. Yeah, I wish we could play like a competent lawyer sometimes. Clarify one point for me if you would. Her forehead. Are you truly accusing this college student of murder? Why not? Looks aside, I'm really a nice guy. All my friends say so. Accused of another crime. His unusual silence tells me that much. You seem unusually quiet. Tell us why now. The word confession isn't in my dictionary. I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate her Stickler's silence. For a crime other than murder. The panties. One more chance. That wasn't it? Is it just the phone for the breaking and entering? Hang on. I'm running a little low on energy. excuse the scum save. That wasn't it. Involvement in another crime. Do I have evidence of that? There it is. The evidence is this. It's that women's underwear? Hey, those are mine. He seems pretty chill. Yep. Don't look at me like that. There it is. Mr. Stickler? While I can't say this comes as a shock, hey, it's not what it seems. My Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras. Then another murder just by 9 p.m. A young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Bravely, she gives chase, but the snatcher flees and hides himself in no other place than the Maractus Clinic garage. Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. While you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree. It's not what it looks like. You little pervo. Mr. Stickler should be ashamed. It's not what it seems. Okay. What is it then? I don't know. He exploded pretty severely. You were silent not because you were guilty of murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit your theft of this girl's underwear. Yeah, perhaps you are not aware. My school's name was originally written IV. I stands for intelligent, V stands for valiant, see? I'm not done. Now, I'm a major in the science department. What does science teach if not curiosity? Yes, we of the IVU science department are valiantly curious. No challenge is too daunting, and what greater challenge to science than a mystery? Pervert. You're talking about a girl's panties here. No, you don't understand. A mystery is the unknown, and the unknown is unacceptable. And my friends, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are the promised land. From the moment I first laid eyes on them, I was compelled to investigate for science. Full-sized car tire was only the first mystery those panties revealed. Oh, because they can fit anything, yeah. I saw her do it. She pulled a tire out of those panties. That's not all. First, there was the tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was magic. He came into the show, yeah. Magic panties trick, yeah. So maybe it's not a perversion thing. But there are other panties that were stolen. A broom from a pair of panties? It mocks the very laws of physics. Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits? You stole this girl's panties to understand a magic trick. You say panties, but they are so much more than that. For me, they are an object of serious study. There's been a recent rash of panty snatchings in the area. Were they all you? I am sorry, but I did it for science. Each time I spied a pair of panties flapping in the breeze, I thought maybe this would be the pair that would elucidate the mystery. Maybe that night as she chased me through the streets, I wept tears of joy. Perhaps this is the night I will seize the truth that lies within those panties. Yet woe was I, for once again the lacy heart parted to slip through my... Oh my god. Lacy heart patterned. That's a complicated one to read fast. The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but it was the north. Yep. Did I not hear you correctly? Did you not say you do not accuse the witness of murder? Why then did the witness not lie about his location? There's a trash can with other panties. Back-to-back panties. More panties? How many panties are you carrying in your pocket, her forehead? These are the last, honest. Were found in a trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram, you can see the trash can was right next to where the witness stood. Alas, I'm a failure as a scientist. I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't unravel a pair of panties. That night, I'd been chased, hounded into the Maractus Clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. Don't you see how I felt? Yeah, creepo. I hid in the garage for a short while, then abandoning the panties, I made for home. To avoid the office where the girl works, I went towards the south entrance. When I saw them hanging there in a clothesline by a giant mansion. A giant pair of panties. I had them safe in my pocket, ready to take home, when I stumbled upon a murder. I reported what I'd seen, but as I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. What if they searched me? It was a severe blow to the progress of science, but one that had to be borne. He is a pervert. He's such a perv. When he said, oh, the magic trick, I was like, okay, maybe he's just an idiot. He's a perv. I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial. Yes, please. Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made. The defendant, Waki Kitaki, was at the scene of the crime, and he was pointing a weapon at the victim. Waki Kitaki has a clear motive. The only suspect, in fact, assuming there was no one else at the scene at the time. Yeah, has yet to be explained. Yeah, baby. No problem. Alright, this brings the trial for the day to a close. Court is adjourned. Okay. It may be a bit of a shorter one, but I think we're going to call it here for today because we're very nice and squarely on a 3-hour stream. I feel like if I keep going, I'm going to go over 4 hours for sure. So just real quick, we're going to be going live again tomorrow and hopefully a little earlier, and we can just finish out the rest of the case. This is for sure a 2-day. So I will see you tomorrow. It's going to go on the YouTube. Follow if you want to see more, etc., etc. Bye-bye.